Gabe, it looks like we have some breaking news from the verdict of the Alex Jones defamation trial. Just a few minutes away, so we're going to go to the courtroom for this breaking news. It looks like they're going to be entering the courtroom, so we'll go to the courtroom now.
Thank you. You may be seated. All right. The reason I came up first was because I want to make sure we can resume tomorrow morning. Is that the plan?
Thanks, Ray.
Great. Then my computer's not on, so I can't send anyone a message, which is not anyone's fault, my own. I think we're ready then, Mr. MeidasTouch.
I think she's going to call in the jury here. She was talking about how tomorrow they'll resume for the other part of the damages, but let's see as they bring in the jury.
I'm now going to read the answers given by those jurors, just the answers. Question 1A, $50,000. Question 1B, $10,000. Question 1C, $50,000. Question 1D, no dollars. Question 2A, $1.5 million. Question 2B, $500,000. Question 3A, $1.5 million. And question 3B, $500,000. Is this your verdict? The 10 of you who signed it. So say each and all of you, all 10 of you.
Yes.
All right. Would the attorneys care to inspect the verdict?
There you go.
No, you don't. All right.
So there's the jury's verdict. If my math is right, Gabe, it looks like it's about $4.1 million is what the reports are for each question that they are rewarded to the Sandy Hook.
Thank you.
The Sandy Hook families here. It looks like the judge is going to talk about tomorrow and what some of the proceedings will be.
I think that we necessarily need this part on the record. Just want to go over a few logistics for tomorrow. So are there any, do you expect any changes to the charge questions that were given to me before?
No, Your Honor, none from your side. I don't think so.
Okay, then that'll be pretty easy and we'll work on that. Anything else?
Not from this side. Not from the plans.
All right, so we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, everyone.
Looks like they will reconvene tomorrow at 8:45 for the punitive damages as the judge leaves the courtroom. And watch the lawyers here. Did you just see that? Alex Jones's attorneys just winked at each other.
Wait.
Yeah, they
What?
winked at each other. I don't know. This decision seems pretty in favor of Alex Jones here. It's only $4.1 million in a judgment. Now, you've done a little bit of research there about the punitive damages and how much that can be, Gabe. So how does this work? Because this decision today is one type of judgment. Tomorrow, it'll be another type of judgment. So tell us about the differences and what that means.
Yeah. So today, keep in mind that the plaintiff had asked for $150 million. 4.1 compared to 150 million is a big difference.
Right.
It is certainly not even close to enough for the amount of damage that Alex Jones has actually done onto these families who have already suffered enough from the Sandy Hook massacre. But there are actual damages and there's punitive damages. Now, punitive damages, which they will be settling, they should have an answer for tomorrow on when they reconvene.
Right.
But punitive damages are punishment damages that are meant to punish a defendant for the malicious conduct. There are also constitutional limits on punitive damages, which means a punitive damage award of more than 2x in the state of Texas of what the actual damages are will automatically be reduced on an appeal. So in the state of Texas, you can only get 2x for punitive damages of what the actual damages were. So here it would be about $8.2 million.
So what you're saying is everything isn't bigger in the state of Texas, that in the state of Texas, even if the jury would come back and let's say, just pulling a number out of the sky here, let's say they say, we're going to give $100 million in punitive damages. What that means is that's kind of just a pie in the sky.
Right.
The number in the state of Texas for the law can only do twice as much as the actual damages.
Right.
The actual damages being the $4.1 million that we got today in this verdict. And then sometime tomorrow or the next day, whenever they reach another verdict on the punitive damages, it'll only be
there's
twice
also, it also should be, for people listening, also should know that there's another case for a group of families that are in Connecticut, and there is another one as well that are in the state of Texas. So he has other cases of families coming after him. So this isn't just the only one. So, there's you got to go through the trial again and decide on what the damages are. There's also, I want to say it's $1.5 million or so in fines. Based on what I was reading, there's about $1.5 million in fines from Alex Jones that he is responsible for paying based on what the lawyer for the Sandy Hook families was indicating. So we've got 4.1 plus 1.5. We're talking about 5.6 million that is actually owed. So far. And then we'll find out tomorrow if they double the damages to be, 8.2 or 2x what it is. So in combined it would be, close to 14. Right. So
and then the other trials to see. So Alex Jones is not out of the woods here yet.
No, not at all.
Future. We saw the text message drama as well. So he's not out of the woods on that. The January 6th Select Committee has tried to subpoena those text message records. So he's not out of the woods financially. He's not out of the woods as far as some other investigations might be ongoing. So we will see what the jury awards in the next phase tomorrow, Gabe. Look, audience, thanks for joining us for this breaking news. Make sure to follow the MeidasTouch Network. It is so important that you follow the MeidasTouch Network and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way you can stay up on all the breaking news. And thanks for sticking around with us with this breaking news. And don't forget to follow the MeidasTouch Network.